welcome to this week's Dirt Shed Show with me, Blake Samson.
And myself, Martyn Ashton.
Clever.
It's
Clever.
See what we did?
Switched it.
I know, lovely,
Switched
isn't it?
Yeah. How are you?
Very good. Hey, we hung out on the weekend and
So good.
built something for him so he can train.
Yeah, I'm a Zwifter now.
Yeah, and you made me sandwiches and the family.
Zwifting's actually really painful, I found out.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, good fun. Right, let's go with the show. Right, this week we're talking about things in MTB that divide us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there are more points of difference than you might imagine. Yeah, which is going to be fun. We'll get to that in a moment, some funny stories. But first, let's talk about our new partner. Yeah, MET Helmets.
We got MET Helmets, take a look at this one. And we got Bluegrass protection, so
Yes.
they've just signed for us, and we are going to be protected the best way possible.
Yeah, and actually it's good timing because this is the brand new MET Revo, brand new helmet, just launched, developed in MET's internal wind tunnel, awarded 5 stars at Virginia Tech, NTA certified, includes MIPS protection in there.
Well, the best part for me is the chin strap. Look at that, fidlock. It's magnetic, Martyn.
Yes.
You don't have to fiddle with it, trying to click it in and pinch
It's
yourself.
really pleasing as well,
so
isn't it?
good,
Yeah, it's
so
got an
good.
adjustable visor. It's got space for your glasses there. If this peak takes a whack, actually, it pops off as well. So it's got a bit of protection. It's also got a neat little head belt adjuster at the back there, which has got vertical adjustment. Very nice new helmet. I'm presuming because this one's green, it's yours.
Mine.
And
them,
these?
Yep.
Yours. Right.
Match my eyes.
Okay.
Thanks,
Pricing-wise on that MET Revo.
Can I kick it off?
Go on.
€200. That's not bad, is it?
€200, yeah. £169.99.
£230 US?
Yeah, or 300 Canadian dollars. Yeah.
Not bad.
Right. Okay, let's get into some of these divisive topics in MTB. What got me thinking about this is last week we were talking about e-bikes.
Yeah.
And then to describe non-e-bikes,
Right.
I called them acoustic mountain bikes.
I kind of get it. It's not like an electric guitar. It's like electric
It's
buttons.
acoustic, right? Or the other one was analog. Yeah, but look, talking about acoustics, look, I went on ChatGPT and got it to do us a little drawing. Look at this. What's that?
That's
It's an acoustic mountain bike. Brilliant.
Love it.
Absolutely love that.
Hey.
But right, you guys didn't like it.
No, there was a few
You guys out
comments
there,
down there, wasn't there?
yeah. So first comment from 22 Jeffers. He says, "Why are they acoustic, Martyn?
Yeah.
What have they got to do with sound waves?" That's a good point, but I don't know if you're getting too technical.
Well, we
on
got
it.
45 Graham 45 says acoustic. Oh no, bikes have nothing to do with sound and audio, and so there's no such thing as acoustic bike.
No.
Pedal bike? Question mark. Push bike?
Yeah.
But I don't. Not acoustic.
He doesn't want it to be
It's like
acoustic.
100 years of being, over the east. No.
Yeah, the pedal bike, I guess, has been the consistent name.
Pedal bike, yeah.
It
Or
went
push
on,
bike.
though. Grum Beerbauer, he says, I oftentimes think it's necessary to add something to make it clear that one is not talking about e-bikes. That's my point, right?
Yeah.
But not acoustic
Yeah.
and definitely not analog. But then he says, I can't believe this, he says, bio bikes is the least annoying. Bio bikes?
Bio bikes.
Josh, bio bikes? You into that? No, that's a big no.
Bio bike. I don't get it.
Well, bio as in you're the energy, biological energy.
Well, you could say that with e-bikes, like
Right.
on top of
look, it might not seem important to differentiate between e-bikes and mountain bikes, right? But it kind of is, because people who aren't into mountain biking as much as we are, right? They see someone out at, say, their local park on something with knobbly tyres, flat handlebars, suspension, and they think mountain bike. Right?
Yeah.
Now, for us people, I don't want to say us because I quite like e-bikes, but the people who don't like e-bikes...
Hey, why are you looking at me? I like it.
Yeah, they don't want e-bikes to take over that kind of like generic term. Because let's face it, e-bikes are becoming more and more popular. And e-bikes might just become the generic mountain bike. That is possible. So
I think it's
important.
much of the latter,
It's important to differentiate between the two, right? So I was thinking, what could we call them?
Okay.
Right, because we've got bio bike now.
Oh yeah, put that in there.
Yeah.
What pedal MTB?
Pedal MTB. I'm watching Josh's face off camera here to decide what's a good one. Manual MTB. That's terrible. That's crap.
Transitional MTB?
Transitional? No.
Traditional.
Human powered. Human-powered mountain bike.
Pure.
That's good.
That one?
Pure mountain bike. Hey Josh, I ride a pure mountain bike. No, that doesn't
sound
work.
not right, no.
Standard mountain bike, that sounds boring.
But that's proper. I would say boring is standard mountain bike.
What mountain bike do you ride? Standard. That's leading. Standard's leading.
What about MTB? You know what that stands?
What is it?
Manual, muscular powered mountain bike.
You've gone mental. No.
Okay.
Natural MTB?
Natural, yeah, that's pretty good. Original MTB?
Original. What do you ride? An original? No.
No, it's you're riding a bloody old bike.
Oh God, there's a good one coming. Classic MTB. That's acoustic. That is acoustic. Classic.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got one.
Go on, oh no.
Unplugged. What about that one?
Josh smiled.
Unplugged. Hey, what bike do you ride? Unplugged. Oh, what? So you've been charging it, so now you've unplugged it, obviously? No.
Yeah. All it makes me think was, where was it plugged?
Yeah. In the wall, getting charged.
Right, this is not for us to decide, so obviously it's for you guys to decide, and this is a great moment to remind you about the comment section down below. Get involved, let us know what we should be calling the bike.
Push bike.
You going with push bike?
Push bike, yeah.
Yeah, I quite liked original. Standard. Yeah, and let us know, that's good fun. But that's not where the divisions end, all right? Because these divisions run deep sometimes. Here's a little anecdote and a poignant one, because Owen did a great video about wireless versus mechanical setups at the weekend. It was very cool. But basically, the other day, it was a few months back, I was at a bike park and two friends I was riding with, right? They were having a great time. They were comparing their bikes, and then until they got to the components, right, and the drivetrain, and basically one was on a very high end. I think it was SRAM XO Eagle wireless.
Access,
right? So he had the top spec, right?
But like T-Tub, new one.
Yes. Yeah, it was big money. The other one was on XTR. Right, Shimano XTR.
Brilliant.
So a great divider there of like wireless and mechanical, right? And they basically top end. And they basically hated each other's setup. Like, as in, I would never use that.
Yeah.
But their argument for why they would use it, why would they use the one they've chosen, was sort of the same. Basically, the guy who was, I'm trying not to say names here, the guy who was saying he loved the Axis setup, wireless, right, was like, I like the definite click of the button, the dish, like absolute control, absolute precision, right? The guy with the Shimano said, that feels robotic, right? So the same thing, but it was the other way around. And then the Shimano, he felt intuitive and he felt in touch with it. It felt natural. You could feel the movement, right? Which you can.
Mechanical feel.
But basically, like, can you, other than when you're changing gears, can you even tell the difference? Like when you're rolling along, I mean.
Yeah.
Can you?
No.
You don't know, do you?
No, I don't.
Hang on. Let's go and try it.
Okay, let's go.
And come back.
Okay.
Right, but when you hold the bars, you've got to like try not to touch if any paddles that might be there. So on your right hand, so that's the seat. Don't look down.
I can't.
That's the seat. Right, so the bike's facing
that way.
Yeah, so when you put this hand on the bars, which would bring your hand, when you put your hands on the bars, don't go in come in a bit more. Right, now you can't touch the brakes or come in with your thumb or anything else, it might give it away.
Can I take the bike?
Yeah. So now you can ride it around and give it a bash about. Can you tell?
This is weird.
Can you tell?
No, not really. Hang on.
Good luck slowing down here. Is there anything giving it away?
No.
Give it a bash around. Do some bunny hops. Do you reckon you know?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I reckon.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
You look so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a definitive yeah.
Yeah.
What, you know what it is already?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Do a bit more riding. How can you tell already?
One's quieter than the other.
Right.
Yeah.
So, bike one.
Yeah.
You reckon you knew what that was?
Yes.
Straight away?
Yep.
You think
That's wireless.
You think the first one's wireless?
Yes, quiet, isn't it?
The
Wireless.
second one
Yeah.
is mechanical.
Mechanical, yeah. Because it's louder.
Which bit? It's louder when you pedal or louder when you slap?
When I slap, I think that's the thing. Slap. Like you wouldn't have a stiff clutch.
Wrong.
Really?
Wrong. It's completely wrong.
No way.
You can't tell the difference. Nice helmet.
Yeah, that's not the new MET.
No.
No.
That's not the new MET, right? We want to be clear about that.
Yeah.
The vision was terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Basically, I think that's kind of incredible, right? Hear me out,
I
right?
literally thought I had it.
You will see a wireless and a mechanical setup, right? They do the same thing, but they do it very differently. They're attached to the bike in a different way, right? But once you're rolling along, you just...
As long as it changes gears, doesn't it?
Yeah. So, but you see what I mean? It's a point of division.
It is a point of division.
People do fall out about, those different things.
It's mountain bike tech. Politics, there's the word.
I tell you what, if you want to go more into but how do they feel when you do use the gears, which is actually a much better question to ask, right? Owen's deep dive into wireless versus mechanical that came out on the weekend is actually brilliant. And he really does go into that in a really deep way and looks at it, and you really understand the two things by the end of it. Let us know about wireless versus mechanical, and let us know what should we be calling our mountain bikes if they're not an e-bike. I cannot wait to hear the suggestions for that. Get involved in the comments, that's what it's all about. Right, it's time for the news with Tom.
What's up everyone? We'll begin this week with natural selection. The As Live broadcast took place last week. Didn't want to put any spoilers out there before that, but it was Simon Godsiek taking home the top step in the men's, Cami Nogueira in the women's, Janelle Sukup took home the Spirit Award, Finley Kirshenman Best Style, and Adolf Silva won the Best Trick. You can watch the inaugural Natural Selection bike event on replay now on Red Bull TV. Stoked to see a new bike event and excited to see how the series will progress. Keeping it with events for now, it's been Crankworx Rotorua. I won't do the usual reeling off of names, head to the Crankworx website to catch up on all the goings on with all of those events. Okay, thick and fast into releases this week. We've got a sub 1000 gram XC wheel set before we've got GTA 6. Roval, specialised in-house wheel brand, have this ultralight wheel set, full carbon, and yes, that means carbon spokes too. They're centerlock and 29er only with ceramic bearings, ultralight valves, and tape as well. Brace yourselves, $3,000 per wheel set. I wonder if you get tyres thrown in for that. Keeping things on wheels, we've seen the new Industry 9 Hydra Hub released. Staggeringly, they've increased the engagement to 870 points, meaning every 0.41 degrees, which I think is potentially the closest to instant engagement that we're going to get. They're available in 12 colours and 4 axle standards for J-bend or Industry 9 specific spokes, and they've revised the design layouts to improve the durability all round. Last bit of wheel news this week, DT Swiss has launched a dedicated dirt jump wheel set. The D1900 is brakeless up front, so you get a nice wide spoke bracing angle. They're ratchet LN hub for single speed uses, pinned alloy rims, and they'll set you back $380 or €330. 7Mesh have dropped their spring range with updated styles and a fresh colour palette, expanding their lineup of merino blend tops and releasing the Transition Short with water repellent fabric. Leia has also been busy releasing the Ride Kit 1.0, a long sleeve jersey and trouser combo which will set the buyer back just $100 or $90 if you're in kids' sizes. Some nice touches including slimmer fit sleeves and a baggier torso on the jersey. Honestly, looks like great stuff for the price. Smith Helmets have released the new Hardline range of helmets, both carbon and fiberglass versions with Koroyd and MIPS, adjustable pads for fit, an adjustable visor, and downhill certification. The forefront has also received some adjustments to promote airflow and a deeper fit on the head. New range of colours there also. X-Fusion have released the Vengeance 38 fork for 29er wheels. It's got 38mm stanchions, the fine cut HLR damper, a volume spacer tunable air spring, and is adjustable for the gravity end of the spectrum between 160 and 180mm. $869, that'll set you back. Last but by no means least, a new bike from Ari. The Signal Peak is their fun and fast XG trail bike. The third iteration of this bike, the 3.0, gets revised geometry and some awesome updated build kits, the snazziest of which features RockShox flight attendant suspension and power meter cranks. Quite a reasonable lower end as well though, all bikes coming with good wheel sets, tyres and remote lockout suspension. Check out the Ari website for more info. That's all I've got for you this week. Happy trails, see you next time. Let's get on with the show.
Thank you, Tom. Right, let's get into hacks and bodges.
Yes.
First one, Blake.
This one is suspension tuning, and this one comes from Danny Johnson. Basically, he's got a DVO fork, and they come in at 160, but he wanted to lower it to 150, and there's a special tool for that. And look what he's just done there. He's made a tool with some.
I bet that wasn't easy.
Allen wrenches and some.
There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work and patience gone into that.
Yeah,
and I guess he's able to open it up
and stuff like that.
Nice,
but it's scary opening forks.
Tools. Do they go?
If you don't let the air out, yeah.
Good luck. Next one, amazing bike rack.
Brandon McOslan. He has put a trolley jack under there, the heavy old e-bikes, there you go.
I see.
So you can index his gears. And that's a hacker bodge.
It's a bodge.
Yeah,
it's a bodge, but it's a good one. It's a good bodge.
The thing is with e-bikes, if you don't know about them, you have to pedal forwards to move the chain. You can't pedal backwards because it's a free wheel with the motor.
Good detail.
That's why he has to do that, so you can pedal that way.
That's a good one. I like that one. And lastly, we've got Jeff
Herschel. So he's put some what do you call that? Paracord.
Look, what I was thrown, I thought it was just a design thing. He's matched it with his pedals.
Yeah.
But he's not. He's saying in case you need paracord out on the trail.
Why would you need paracord?
Well, who knows?
Parachuting?
I mean, just this weekend you fixed my bike by hanging it from some rafters.
I did hang it up in the
rafters. So maybe you need to hold the bike up and get underneath and do the chain.
Or tie something up, or...
Who knows? But that's a great spot to hold some paracord.
And I'm sure that is a nice heat sink.
For the shock.
Yeah.
Do you think?
No, keep the heat in.
Yeah, keep the heat in. Is that a good thing?
No.
I tell you what, it's a good... It's a cat. It's in the middle, that one. It's in the middle. What are we going to go with, Blake? You've got to pick a winner. Giving away a GMBN race top to the winner.
I would say I'm going to go with...
Don't you give it to the paracord?
No, I'm going with Danny. Because he's opening up his DVO forks and messing around.
He's making tools.
It's
very Blake Samson.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Danny,
go with that.
You are the winner of a GMBN race top. Get in touch on email and we'll get that out to you. Congratulations. It's as simple as that. If you want to get in hacks and bodges, maybe win a race top, why not? You could do it next week if you just drop down into the GMBN uploader, which is in the description down below the video, and you could be in this video next week.
Yes.
Brilliant, love it. Right, let's keep going with the show with some things we like this week.
Well, first off, we're going to kick it off with this one from Mason Parr. Hey,
ouch.
So he's out in Crankworks in Rotorua, and his front wheel just gets...
God.
Do you know that song, Raggy Dolls? Oh, Raggy Dolls, the old school song.
What I like about it is that he's fine.
Yeah, he apparently put a new front wheel in, hopefully, and then carried on racing.
Oh my, that is nuts. That is absolutely
Raggy Dolly, man.
Next one is for you, Bingers. Oh. This is beautiful, isn't it? Look at this box.
Aston MTB, Martyn. This is like Martyn.
Yeah, this guy does reviews, but he also can build you a custom bike. And there's some really nice details. And some weird details.
But look at that. Look at the details on the discs.
Yeah. Let's move on to the next one, because you could look at that all day long.
Oh, and it's a gearbox.
Blake.
Blimey.
Blake.
My gosh.
Yep. Next one.
Yep.
It is... Charlie Rolls. Brilliant.
Does he roll? He does roll on 26s
Charlie Rolls,
still.
Riding, I think this is in Bristol.
24?
Basically, I would suggest, if you want to really get your mind blown about what can be done on a mountain bike in terms of trials, go on Charlie Rolls' Instagram. It's...
Oh, how did he do that?
Nuts. Good, isn't he?
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, so there's your little trials fix for the week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And next up, look at this design.
Progressive trail design. It actually is based in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Yeah, these guys can actually make... Well, they're based in the right place.
They are definitely...
Bentonville will make anything. They are
an island for Bike Park Island.
Oh, amazing.
Hey?
Imagine if they made that. Oh my God.
Oh, I'll be there.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
2.
What the heck is this?
I saw this yesterday. I was like, that's the ugliest bike I've ever seen in my life. That's it right there.
So I'm gonna say
Yuck.
I'm gonna say something. That's havoc, and that's causing havoc in the United States with what's motorized and what is an e-bike.
Yeah,
They're
there's a
calling
problem.
e-mountain bikes.
That's not an
these.
e-bike. That's a motorbike.
Well, that's the thing. That's what's causing all this havoc with the other brands out there.
Now, here's a
Racing around on these things.
really difficult question for you and for all of you out there. It's an uncomfortable question to ask, right? That is not a mountain bike.
Definitely
right?
not.
That is a motorbike.
That's a motorbike,
right?
yeah.
If I put a bucket seat on it,
Yeah.
would you stop me riding a mountain bike park? Tricky, innit? Yeah. Tricky,
Yeah,
that
no.
one. Moving on.
Oh,
Something we do like this week.
Yes, we have a new dropping in
Dropping in.
merch line. So we got a new T-shirt. It's like snakes, like
nice.
dropping
Very nice
into the
design.
snake. It's beautiful. I love it.
It's our new design in the shop. If you want to support the channel, then that is a great way to do it. Head into the shop, buy yourself some merch, or of course you can become a YouTube member. It can be a trail boss or trail crew. Great way to support the channel, help us make mountain bike videos, and we appreciate that support. Right, let's keep going with the show. It's time for the Caption Contest. Caption Contest. I love this photo.
It's good,
Steve.
isn't it?
Have you got one for that?
Yeah. Hey, Steve, you got something on your shoe? Oh, poo. You got poo on your shoe.
I would go with Steve Jones going for another run. Because he does run funny.
It does, yeah, like that.
If you don't believe he runs funny, look at this.
Oh, get out of here. No, that's ridiculous.
See, I told you he runs funny. But we did get a really good one from Vala Bike Trails. Off to get my feet massaged and my nails done after a super hard ride, sweeties.
That's actually
Let's go with that.
way
actually.
better.
That's going to go with that.
Well done.
Well done. You've won yourself a stunt mug. Indestructible, I've heard.
Yes.
Set it on fire, throw it off a cliff, doesn't matter. Comes back as a mug.
Definitely.
Fantastic.
If you want to get involved and want a chance to win one of these, then take a look at this photo and put hashtag Caption Contest in the comments down below.
Get involved. See if you can win yourself a stunt mug. Right, bike vault time. Let's get into the bike vault. Right, bike vault time. What's our first bike, Blake?
Hey Sandro, this is from Sandro, and look at this. It's a commercial Commensal FRS, and it's beautiful.
It's nice. That's a super nice to start.
Yeah, go on.
That's for sure.
It's a great shot.
Right, next up we've got
Not Sandro,
box
but
build.
Ray Andrews. Take a look at this. This is at Dovey Bike Park. I know that place.
Yeah.
Look at them trees. But
Super
apart
nice.
from that, look at that. Is that a Ragley?
Dunno, super nice though.
Super nice.
Next up we have got
Oh!
Yam. Nice Yamaha.
Is that a
Moro.
Yamaha or has he just put that? No,
that is a Yamaha.
So that's an e-bike, Martin.
2024 Yamaha Moro, that is.
Oh, I like what he's done with the tyre setup. He's got a Mazda up front with a Martella on the rear, fast rolling on the rear, grippy on the front, banging, super nice. But there's two bikes.
Specialised in the background, so super nice. I'm in a good mood today. Next up, Mondraker.
Oh,
This is from, who's this from, Blake?
this one is from Sasha.
Sasha, thank you. Lovely looking Mondraker.
I like the ODI number board, banging.
Mondraker downhill bike. That's got to be a 60.
Magic carpet.
God, he wouldn't forget.
Oh!
Steady.
Fat bike in the snow, Trek fatty with tanned walls. Look at it's snowing, Martin.
Who's that from, Blake?
That one is from Dane.
Dane. Well done, Dane. Super nice. Next up,
Dane.
Blake's going to go mad for this
Dane, damn. Oh!
one. I'll ring it for
That is a nuke-proof mega
from.
from the 90s.
No, who's it from?
I don't know. Ben.
It's from Ben.
Ben. Sorry, Ben. Look at that. He's got a
Little
Mavic.
26 wheels on it.
That Mavic on the front. 26 Hope rings on the front.
Next, that's a super nice.
Oh, focus up on that, Martin.
Carl, nice focus there. Is that the first
Cole
nice,
Porter.
or are we going super nice as well? It's a nice background, nice fresh photo.
One of my good friends writes focus, so it's super nice. 2 friends, actually. There you go.
Super nice.
Yep.
Who's that friend? Who are we doing that
That's
for?
Ollie Wilkins and
That's for Carl and Ollie.
Savaloy.
And lastly, it's a Yeti. That's going to get super nice and all, isn't it?
I don't know.
Who's that from, Blake?
I don't know. It's from Chris Jones. Chris Jones, bud.
Wow. Okay, we're going to end the bike vault here. There's a very, shall I say,
Is that
statue in the background?
No, I know where that statue is. Is that North Nibley? It is North Nibley.
I just feel like we're being set up by Chris here a little bit. The 2 wheels, the phallic statue.
Is he just showing off that he's got a nice bike?
Or he could be doing that. Let's say it's an...
Super nice bike, come on. It's North Nibley and he's riding a Yeti.
Please send us your bikes into the bike vault, like Blake said earlier on, uploaded down in the description. And you can be on the show next week. And if you would like to be like Chris and try and do some inventive subliminal messages for us, then go ahead, make my day. We'll see you next week on the Dirt Shed Show.
See ya! Fill your boots.